Hi, welcome to Fight Me. My name is Jamie Bader. I am going to be your host today, as well as my co-host Chad Bader, who will be here with us. And today we talk about, do we or should we or how do we engage with the news? All the fun things around news. It does get a little political, even though I didn't want to. I actually the one that started it. So we're so glad you're here. Stick around, have some fun with us. Thank you for listening, and let's go. So, so welcome to Fight Me.
Welcome
Here
to
we are.
Fight Me.
We are here and really in it.
We're in it.
We're in it.
Yep.
Chad, did you prepare a warm up?
No warm up.
This is okay because I think we have the energy to just
I think
pull
so.
right through.
I think so.
Through. Okay.
There's no warming up the crowd or anything. We're just gonna roll into it.
We're just rolling into it. And so today we're kind of our strategy is we're just jumping straight in. We didn't actually on purpose. We didn't. We wanted to kind of have a cold opening in a way.
Okay, cold
All
opening.
right. So prepping for what we're going to talk about, which is around news.
This is your favorite topic.
Okay, so I will be honest with you. I just want to crawl behind that plant and just in the corner because I don't want to talk about the news. I purposely avoid it. But that's partly what we're talking about today.
Okay.
Is our engagement in the news, especially living over here.
Yeah, living over here.
South.
And also I think just sitting across one another from the table. It's like two ends of the spectrum.
No, we do have different views on things.
Well, I don't know about different views. It's just the way that we even engage.
Oh, wait, you mean like engage to the news or engage? What do you mean? Because I definitely pull all the weight in our marriage. So,
yeah, especially in this instance.
I know. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, sorry. Everyone's like, that's not funny. I think it's a little funny.
I don't even know if you know who the current president is.
Stop. It's not that bad.
It's pretty bad.
It's okay. Let's just be honest.
But I think if we get into this a little bit, sometimes I feel like your engagement or disengagement is a bit advantageous.
Okay.
And maybe we can talk about why. I think
tell me why.
You want to jump right into that right now?
We can.
All right.
I mean, although
maybe first just get into, if people can tell, our listeners can tell, you and I have definitely two different levels of engagement
with news.
Yes.
So okay.
you just go ahead and first. I think it'd be better if maybe you explain.
Set the scene.
Set the scenario.
Okay. There we go. So let's just talk about it. I don't know how I feel about it, apart from I just like to avoid it.
Okay.
When it comes to especially not necessarily world news, I'm very fascinated by like weather news. I'll just be honest with you. Like as a kid, I wanted to be a meteorologist. That was like such a big deal for me. Earth science, love it all. So like whenever there's like any type of news that involves the weather, I'm like on it.
Okay.
And when it involves politics, because I grew up in Nebraska, very conservative, and I just have a lot of like different thoughts about it. I feel like I would much rather back away from the news and just have my own thoughts on it than actually engage with other people, because there is certainly so many strong opinions and I'm just not studied up on it.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's a part of me to be like, all right, you want to jump into this question? Well, I'm going to risk looking super dumb because I just don't know all the information.
Mm-hmm.
And yet it also kind of scares me because sometimes I feel like the news is happening and I just don't have any, let's say, influence on it.
Okay.
So like, for example, like it's just happening and I feel like I'm just watching it.
Sure.
And like I can't control it in a way, like as we're in the midst of a 4-year term, good or bad. Like I just can't control it. And so sometimes it's like, unless it directly like affects like our family, I guess.
Sure.
I don't know. I think I just
So I
avoid
guess
it.
my
That's
question,
it.
and maybe you can just help our listeners, like where do you, when you do hear news, where do you get it from?
Where do I get it from?
Yep.
Okay. First of all, it will either, okay. So
No, but like walk us through like a daily Jamie, not like if you're actually looking to read up on something or you heard something, just like in your day to day, how do you actually like interact with the news? Like if
someone would have to have told me.
Okay, someone had to tell you.
Yeah, you would have said something like, "Babe, did you see this?"
Yeah.
Or my friend Carla would be like, "Jamie, like what is, or honestly, like if on Facebook,
Exactly.
it'll show up on Facebook.
Correct.
Because here,
I
first
feel
of
like
all,
I feel like your engagement with news is what you see on social media.
yeah, but I'm not on social media a ton.
No, I'm
like
not saying that, but I'm just saying.
So like when I happen to be
Sure.
looking at it, I'll be like, "Whoa, I didn't know that happened."
Right.
You usually catch on to it first, but I will say, here in Guatemala, we have news channels, but we never have them on because you will find faster news on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Because they're like real-time news, right? So it's like a different form. And actually that scares me a little bit because to be honest, if there's anything that's bad happening, like they know it in the second and you can see it in that second. Like literally you can get a video, you can get a picture. For example, if someone is in a car accident, it's possible, like I would hate for this to happen, but if someone I knew was in a car accident, I might learn from it first from Facebook, then from the police or someone calling me. So it scares me to jump on the news here. Okay, but that's not the States necessarily. Okay. Or the news in the States, but I'm just saying. I just want to preface that. So that on a day for me is I would hear from someone else or find it on social media or see it in a meme, honestly.
Sure. And how many on social media then? How many like actual news sources do you follow?
Oh, I don't follow news sources.
Okay.
At all.
Okay.
So you're not going to see me necessarily. Maybe if I do, it doesn't show up on my algorithm. It doesn't show up.
It's not in Jamie's algorithm.
Vogue.
It hasn't got enough reactions, good or bad, or comments.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, this is something that we should continue to show her. Sure.
There, occasionally, you know what? Actually, like so. I think People magazine, right? This is a magazine, right? Like.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. You can laugh. But I will see some news. Like that does make it through my algorithm. Okay. I don't know. Like it's just culture's interesting to me.
Yeah,
so
it's cultural news.
So if it's like a big story, I'll probably see it on there. I don't know. I don't consider it necessarily a terrible thing, but when I do find out about a news story that interests me, I'm going to jump into it.
Got it.
And so, yeah, anyway, you want to ask me more questions around that?
No,
So
I just think
I'm willing to look,
No.
however I'm willing to look. It's just how I like to manage my life, honestly.
Sure.
I prefer not to engage in news, especially politic news, because I know that there's a lot of tension around it with other people, including us. We have some different thoughts on it.
Sure.
Between you and I. Between you and I.
Maybe we should do that for a Fight Me episode.
Okay. If you really want to fight me. I have opinions about it. You have opinions about it.
So, no, but so just so listeners know, so like to give like the other side, like why we're talking about this is like between the two of us, like, so I do.
Yeah. How do you engage, Chad? Tell me.
So usually I'll start the morning, oftentimes I'll listen to like a podcast that just gives like a daily recap from like late the previous night or recorded like super early in the morning and then put out there. So it kind of just recaps, gives you like a 40-minute.
Which ones?
30 to 40-minute recap. Well, I tried to look at like Mo News.
Mo News.
It's a podcast.
Yep.
And they tend to stay neutral, which I like. So it's just kind of like, as they would say, just the facts, which that's every single news agency at this point, right? That's their
Everyone's
slogan.
facts are
Everyone's
facts for them.
Exactly. But they try to stay neither left nor right and just tell you what's happening. They don't give zero opinion whatsoever, whether it's good or bad. Like
I do like that.
And and so I appreciate the content creators in that, where they leave their personal feelings and personal opinions out of it and just try to give you what's happening.
I love what they call their followers.
Yeah.
Do you want to say it?
Mofos.
I like that. I don't know. That to me, I'm
funny.
like, oh, I'll actually.
Yeah,
and just so you know, Chad did introduce me to Mo News.
Yeah.
And when I am interested and want to like secretly know more, I will listen to it.
Yeah. And then also, Ride.
Oh, you Ride the News.
Ride the News. Yep. And that's like an email.
Mm-hmm.
And so they'll just give you like a basic rundown as well, bullet points, that kind of thing of some big things that are happening.
Mm-hmm.
And the same, like they try to stay very, very neutral, leave opinions out of it and that kind of thing. Now, throughout the day, I do go on social media at this point, and I do follow different news stations from both, I feel like both sides of the aisle. I wouldn't say extremely left or extremely right news sources, but I'll go from anywhere just to see headlines and see what's going on. And then also even like I'll check on like Drudge Report, and they kind of pull like links to different, but they also have like their own. In doing so, they kind of are presenting like a different left or right style.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Okay, so you purposely stay very neutral. Like
I try to.
But like I'm wondering, like, what do you like to like listen to some of the extreme left or right news just to get different perspective, or are you kind of like, I don't even want to go there because I know what they're gonna say?
I try not to go there because I feel like I generally know what they're gonna say and how they're gonna do it.
Okay.
And they tend to just trash the other side.
Okay.
And make the other people seem like abhorrent humans.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't help anything to me.
Sure.
Like, I don't think that's helpful.
Sure.
In any way whatsoever.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It dehumanizes like either side. So by politicizing it and doing so, like I feel like it takes the humanity out of the other side.
Well, I would like to. I do want to go back to like your routine too, but also at the same time, I think it would be interesting to hear from both. I mean, okay, so like we both have experienced homes or people's homes where they have the news on constantly.
Sure.
Like extreme left and right.
Yep.
Experienced both of that.
Uh-huh.
And it feels more aggressive than it actually feels like it's delivering news.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like my emotions start to get real to the surface if I'm listening to one for any certain amount of time.
Especially cable news on both left and right, because cable news is forced to create content all throughout the day. And so they probably have like their news cycle is done like within the first hour of the day, it feels like. And so they have 23 other hours that they need to fill. And so oftentimes that's just opinion.
Or weather, which I don't mind.
Yeah, but
usually left or right are about the same on weather.
Yeah, exactly. So, but that's also like with like the normal content creation.
For sure.
So either side is going to have to create heavy opinionated content. And so as a result, what you see like on TV, on cable news, like I said, both left and right, is you tend to get very animated, very aggressive opinions.
I would love for there to be 4 parties. I really would.
Why 4? Why not 6 or 8?
Well, I'm just saying 4 because we only have 2. So why not like 12?
Yeah.
But
I just heard like an interesting commentary on this the other day. Like it just talked about, like like our the founding fathers of the United States were very like visionary in their creation of a democracy.
But there were founding mothers, by the way, also, because I'm pretty sure they were highly influencing their fathers, the founding fathers.
But that being said, like one of the things that over time, it looks like this 2-party system has really become very weak, because what you've had created is essentially you've created 2 camps that have to really essentially solicit to like the extremes of their party to hold those voters. And so there isn't a whole lot of middle ground.
Mm-hmm.
And so oftentimes people feel so strongly against another party that they feel allegiance to their one party.
Yeah.
So, but if you had someone that was more middle of the road, or you had multiple parties, like you're saying, even four parties or more,
Yeah.
and I would say even just throwing a third party into the mix, it would really do, and I think it would do wonders for the two parties that would currently consist, because I think that they would realize quickly if there was someone more central that came in, and voters just hounded towards that, but they would hold the same amount of platform, the same amount of weight as those other ones. They would quickly realize, well, we can't be so extreme left or right, because we're never going to get really almost anyone nominated.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because there is the independent party.
Sure.
Like they're independent party. And so like,
but it's not recognized.
Right. There. Yeah. You find that like
it's
there's
so
some
marginalized
decent candidates like at times.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're so far out that even if they had like a boatload more money than like any of the other candidates,
sure,
I feel like it doesn't get the same weight.
Right.
At least I haven't seen it. I would love to see, some like person, I don't even know who it would be this next time when it's up for reelection, but I would love to see someone strong and like out there and able to really rally people for just, I don't know, for another choice.
Sure.
So anyway, that's my thought on that. I would really love to have like multiple parties, because like people really would have to, like, I don't know, it would just, I think, help us see where we all fall on the political, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like the
spectrum.
Yeah, that's a good word for it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, but I think coming back to like our news thing that you're talking about. So
how do we get to politics?
There are sometimes to be honest with you, like that I get very envious of you.
Me?
Yes, because like
You've never told me that.
You don't engage. And so, but the reason why I say that is the way that the news cycle is now, even though it feels like important to keep up with the news and know what's going on in the world and how things are being perceived, is things are happening so fast nowadays.
It does, yeah.
It's like so we're recording on a Thursday.
Uh-huh.
So like if I look at the same headlines today and things that like people are screaming are very, very important, next Thursday, those same things are likely not even going to be in the realm of newsworthy. It's like here today, gone tomorrow.
It really is.
This is how the news operates. And so it feels like I'm consuming this news, but like nothing, it's not really having zero impact on my daily life.
Well, so yes, I totally agree, because like you could go to a news source and what is a huge, let's say if it's like not necessarily a full political news source, let's say it's a little bit of everything. You see a little bit of everything. I know Drudge Report kind of pulls from a lot of things. And so you'll see political, you'll see weather, you'll see
if you pay attention to like where their like links are to, it's like one day it could be CNN, the next day it could be Fox News.
Sure.
And like it could be like wherever. But like it fits the narrative that Drudge Report itself is trying to convey.
Yeah, for sure. And like you look one day and the next, and I'm like, wait, I thought this story was big yesterday, and then maybe it's not, it's gone today. And so I'm just like, okay, so how do I even, there is this, like, how do you keep up and what's important to keep up on? And although I do remember this kid right before COVID, before COVID hit and, everything, I remember going on Drudge. I don't know. I think we were in Nebraska, or I don't know where we were. And I remember seeing in the smallest print on Drudge, because it's like smaller the print and the lower down, the less important it is. Correct. Right?
Yeah.
And I remember going to the very bottom because I like to see like what the headlines are. And again, this isn't very often, but I remember seeing like some weird thing in China, like about
a virus.
Right. And I was like, oh, big deal, like whatever. And I remember clicking on it and reading it, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, that's going to be gone tomorrow.
Yeah. Because there's also been, it's like the boy who cries wolf. I mean,
yes,
you can only make that declaration so many times.
Yes, I know.
It's like SARS.
Yeah, no, there's like a million things.
Like there's been so many warnings or like,
yes,
all these different, the swine flu.
exactly.
And that, obviously those things have affected people, but like on the mass scale that people get fearful about and that gets
Yeah.
conveyed by the media is like, I mean, they make it seem like it's inevitable.
Oh, well, yeah, the crazy thing is it went from being like small and nothing and puny and like dumb. Okay,
Sure.
someone just got a weird cold.
Sure.
To like destabilizing the world.
Yeah. And I got a feeling that this podcast itself is probably going to trigger some people. And
Oh, I'm so sorry. I know. Sorry about the trigger. Just reframe. Like whatever. But anyway, that being said, yeah, so the news, yeah, you were telling us, go ahead, like the different.
No, I'm just saying like the fact that, it's kind of like here today, gone tomorrow.
Yep.
It's very much like in the moment news. And so
you were telling me you were jealous of me.
So yeah, but I get jealous because I'm
What
like, well, I just wasted all this time consuming this news only to really have it be for nothing. Like,
and then it'll be a meme the next day.
Right, exactly. It'd be like a meme or something.
It
like
really
that.
will. You're going to like the news goes straight to memes.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, all right. I guess we're going to the next thing. And then and then it's going to be big somewhere. And then it's going to turn into a meme. And then, like what's happening next?
Yeah.
So yeah, it can start to feel a little strange. I think that's why
and I
don't want to engage a ton.
Yeah. And the thing I think that really has exacerbated, like made it, I don't want to say worse, for better, for worse, is, the current administration is all about generating news. They just, it just happens to be that there's a lot of things that they just generate news about. And so,
there's a lot happening.
No, there's a lot. There is a lot happening.
Like more than I remember with other presidents.
And this is not to be like off color or anything, but there is such thing as like
fight me, babe. Come on.
Trump fatigue syndrome. And
interesting.
And they say that only because it's like you get consumed with so much news, so much content that it just is like it wears you out.
Well, see, this is
like, okay. But I think it's a strategy for one thing.
Okay, it's a strategy.
And the administration. It's like, if you give them so much content, they don't know what to follow, that kind of thing. Okay. But then also, I'm not going to get, not going to get into
he like literally put his fist up.
No, I didn't. I just
okay, your hands are open.
Hands open.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's just like.
See, I'm not fatigued.
So I'm not fatigued. I would not say I'm fatigued, but it is just one of those things. It's like, well, what's important? What do I need to follow? And what do I not need to follow?
Sure.
I guess is the point I'm getting at.
Do you know what's the best part about all of this? Is we get to choose
really
what we want to follow and what we don't want to follow.
No, you're right.
And I think that's what the freedom it feels for me is to be like, I'm actually choosing not to engage in certain things.
Sure.
And yet I can choose at any given moment to re-engage.
Sure.
And also have a different, different mindset about it. I'm just choosing. I think honestly, there's just some other things in my life, particularly that are going fast and are busy in a good way.
Yeah.
And so that doesn't help. Like even if I wanted to engage, I'd have to be like, oh crap, I need to find some time to re-engage. Or if it's something really serious, like I will definitely find time. But like the beautiful thing is we get to choose, and we get to choose like also to see the humanity even in politics, the humanity even in our leaders.
Yeah.
And the humanity in the listeners.
Yeah.
Like we all have our different opinions.
And I think for me, obviously following the news also, highlights and really brings to the forefront of, like you said, like the humanity of people, like the fallenness of mankind.
Well, sure.
But then also like what is ultimately you're putting your hope in. And so obviously for us, that's Jesus.
Of course.
But at the same time, it just really like brings that kind of stuff to the forefront.
No, it really does. I agree. And so like,
but then there's like, well, do we actually like even engage? Do we even care what's happening in the world? And the world's just falling apart.
Oh, I care.
Like, yeah.
I super care.
I know you do. And so, yeah, I would say that for our listeners. Is this because Jamie does not look at the news like she's conveyed? It doesn't mean that she is like apathetic or doesn't care.
No, I care way too much.
And I think that's also been part of the reason why you don't engage is because like it is very much like it can be like a very emotional
no, for
thing.
sure. So okay, so I care. And I think like it like the strength finders, my number one is empathy. And like I care, And I see so many points of view
Sure.
so easily that it's really hard for me. Like I will say, it's a challenge for me to be like, oh, this side is for sure right. Legit, I can be like, I can tell you 10 different sides of it, and I could see how from maybe their point of view, how they might believe that this is true, or this perspective happened or not. And so like it is an internal struggle that I think it's a superpower at the same time, but I also realize it's the super struggle because then I start to agree with everyone. And even then I'm like, oh man, I don't know where I land. And then I have to come back to my my values and my foundation. And then I can start to gather more data and then have like a real decision on it. It takes me some time. And so news moves so fast that sometimes I don't even have a chance to like sit down. What do I believe? What am I thinking? What's my foundation? And how do I react to this news?
That's the other thing too. I think that you like bring up a really good point with that last statement was like, it's like it happens so fast that it's like you don't even have time to almost form an opinion on it.
No, legit. And yes. And then maybe people have time to form opinions and post about it. And that's great. I love that for you. Like freedom of speech. Yes. And also like I need a minute to figure that out for myself. Yeah. And also I'm just not someone who's going to do that, put it out there on wherever. And that's completely fine. Like, again, I get to choose just like the other person gets to choose. So like, awesome. Yeah. Welcome to human choosing.
Yeah. And we have plenty of friends like on both sides.
Yeah, for real. So like, is it something I want to bring up at a dinner party where I have all of my friends together? Maybe if I want to fight, we should invite them here to fight me.
There you go.
We have enough mics now that we could get some views.
That's right.
Although probably not enough space because literally a fight might break out. That being said, it's something to think about, I guess, like,
but I do want to say this, like, yes, we make light of and we say like we have people on both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
And I think that's like one of the things that comes across in the news is they portray a very divided America. And I think when you look at data, when you look at surveys, things have just come out. Americans are not really as divided as media portrays.
I bet.
Like when it comes to like core issues, like people generally have very common sense ideas, but it does not get portrayed that way. And so, if you just sit down like with people that are on either side of the aisle, even though we tend to keep our circle with people that are like us, like you may find that a majority of the people that voted differently than you do really don't hold that more differently of ideas. Are there extremes on other sides? Yes, there are.
Yeah.
And do we know people on the extremes? Yeah, we do. But for the most part, most of us, I would say 80% of people live in a very centrist thing. And they could fall either side, like on a Republican side or a left side or a Democratic side.
Yeah.
Just depends on how you empathize with a side, how you interpret different things. And so, but that's not the news that gets portrayed because that's not what gets clicks. That's not what gets likes. And so that's the part that can be very, very exhausting. And I understand completely why you don't want to engage.
Well, and I think you also start to, people have everyone's different types of personalities, right? And so like and people have assumptions about other people. So like, I believe in Bible, I believe in God, like as my savior, all these things, right?
Sure.
So like people have assumptions of where I might land politically because of that.
Correct.
And it's interesting because I ran into someone at a church event.
Okay.
No names. No names. And they had a very fixed opinion about what I should be believing about politics.
Yeah.
And so this person like started talking about it, and I was just like, where's the exit? I want to run. Like, what the heck?
Sure.
And so what I found to be interesting was they had a very fixed opinion about what I should be believing. In fact, they were trying to recruit me to have a very fixed mindset about other people.
Uh-huh.
And I thought that was really interesting that as in this person had already made up their mind that they didn't want to be friends or connected or like know anyone else that had any other view than they did.
The opposing view, yeah.
Yeah, the imposing view, like to them, we were, or whoever, was like the enemy. And I thought to myself, like, wow, this is such an interesting personality and interesting fixed like idea that they have about life and about people. I'm like, wow, in my mind, like, what would it look like to be curious about why? Again, I have empathy is like number one, right? Yeah. And so I'm like, what would it look like? And I even asked this person to have like, what else could be possible with people who have different beliefs about you?
Yeah.
And like,
or different beliefs than you.
Yeah. Or like, tell me what could be possible. Are you willing to like throw everyone in the trash on this side?
Yeah.
Like, it sounds super harsh to me.
Sure.
It sounds like similar to some leaders that like, I don't know, leaders we've had or have, or like, and I think when it comes to people who are just too fixed, like they cannot see out like the other side in any form.
Yeah.
Then I think that's like this side of me of like, okay, really? Like, is it so fixed that you can't open up your mind to what the other side might be going through or thinking, or even just, I don't know. So I just wanted to throw that out there because I have run into personalities that are the opposite of what you explained. They're not neutral.
Sure.
They are straight up extreme on both sides. And so, hey, they also get to choose that they want to be extreme and fixed. And I don't know, maybe they're not choosing to be fixed. It's just how they've always operated and they haven't, dissected it. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah. And I think one of the things that this conversation is really highlighting is like where we came to this episode to record a little bit about news, and look how quickly
it goes political. Chad, why did you go political?
And so I think that says a lot about
it does.
News.
It really does. Let's talk about the weather.
Exactly.
Which is also, there's opposing ideas
where's
on the weather.
Where's the sports section?
Yeah, sports, weather, culture, People magazine as a news source.
Exactly. Where's the entertainment section?
Right, exactly. Where's the entertainment? Like, I actually love...
Isn't it funny that like our conversation here is like, I think that speaks a lot to news.
Yeah.
Just in general
100%.
Nowadays, is we don't view news as like a neutral space.
No,
news is
not safe.
It does not feel safe. It feels like a very weaponized
it can.
weaponized item. And so it can only like illuminate kind of like where divisions can happen.
This is why
so I think bring it back.
Let's bring it back.
Let's bring it back to the
Reel it in.
News is like, I think as we're going through this, at least from my opinion, this is just my opinion. I think, obviously people need to be careful with like their news consumption. I think that like,
or just question it. Like, is it healthy for me?
Question if it's healthy. Question like where are the sources, and then also like, how does this affect how I'm living? Because I think a lot of people like live in such like a news generated life that's like, it's like it doesn't allow you any other time, just the way that it comes at you so fast.
It really does. And actually,
like I said, it makes me envious of you.
Well, and okay, thank you. I suppose like I think I sometimes have this assumption that people are like, oh, she's just I am not misinformed.
I am not a person that has news on all day. Like literally, it is literally. I've made the point where it's like I will listen to the podcast during my morning like run, just and that isn't every single day that I do that. It's most days, but it's not every day. So I'll make an effort just to live that, just to hear kind of like what the big ticket items are, and then like, is this going to impact me or not going to impact me long term?
Yeah, I feel like I'm thankful that we don't have even the access as far as like news to be on the TV. Here we can't get like easily.
We do have it on our cable.
Well, cable.
Yeah.
But it's on
But we don't keep
Spanish.
it. We don't. Well, we do have CNN in English.
Do we really?
Yeah.
Okay, see, obviously this is
and Fox News.
Oh, this is obviously how much I pay attention to that, and I'm on TV.
But and that gives you, and I don't ever even have that on.
Yeah, no, we don't have it on.
We never.
I couldn't.
Like I think the only time that we use our TV, like actual TV,
is to watch The Office.
No. I mean, well, yes, to watch The Office. as a family.
Yeah.
But then like the actual package that we have or whatever that comes with like our internet.
Sure.
I think we've only used it for sports.
Oh yeah, sports
Is the only thing that we watch.
Yeah, sports are good.
On TV.
I
know the channels that exist.
Yeah.
And if something big is like happening,
they will cover it.
For example,
like
on like an election night, or like a presidential debate, I will put it on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And we'll tune in for a few minutes or whatever. Or if it's like an election night, maybe we'll put it on and just see kind of like how things are shaping up.
Yeah, I will see
how things are going.
Yeah, usually you're the one that can tolerate it. I can't.
I'm not sitting in front of it, except for like the debates. And usually, recently, with the way that political debates take form, like I just turn it off, like probably within the first 5 minutes because nothing good is happening. Anyways,
this life we live.
No, so it's fun. To wrap it up,
let's wrap it up.
I figured it would be fun. So I have several different news sources here.
Who figured it'd be fun?
Sorry, you figured this would be fun. It's a good idea.
Okay. Anyway.
So we have like our app our spinner.
We have a spinner app. Chad just found this.
Found it.
Made it work.
Yep.
He made it come to life.
Yep.
Okay. So what are we doing? Explain to our folks.
I think there's 6 or 7 different news sources.
Okay.
So my news sources are going to be, I put something on all the way from the extreme left to extreme right.
Okay.
And some central ones.
Okay.
So for example, we have Breitbart. That's very far right.
Okay, sure.
The Guardian, very far left.
Okay.
Apparently. Fox News.
Okay.
More right. CNN tends to be a little bit more left.
Okay.
Drudge Report, like I said, the hodgepodge report. What tends to
some days are left, some days are right, some days they're in the middle.
MSNBC.
Okay.
The Wall Street Journal.
Yep.
And let's see what else we got. Dispatch.
Okay.
And then lastly, BBC News.
Let's go.
So we're going to spin this, and I think you're going to look up. Right?
I'm going to go on wherever it says I should go.
Yep.
Okay.
And we're going to see what?
We're going to see what their headlines are.
What the headlines are.
Yep.
So we can see, for example, like how they're portraying things.
Let's spin it.
Or what's important to them.
Okay, where am I headed?
You are going to MSNBC.
Okay, MSNBC News.
Maybe give me the top 2 headlines.
Okay. Wait, is it MS Now?
No.
Why did it take me there?
MS. Yeah, probably MS. It's probably MS Now.
Let's find out. Let's see how. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Sure.
This illuminates Jamie's content.
What? I don't recognize anyone. Okay. I'm not even sure. I'm going to make sure.
MS Now. It's MS Now.
Okay. I'm there. It looks way foreign for me. Okay, let's see. No, wait, where you got to go? No, wait.
I'm
Chad.
at MS Now.
No, you're not supposed to go to mine. You're supposed to go to your place.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so spin it for you.
Okay, I'll spin it for me. And we'll see what their headlines are.
Trump.com.
BBC News.
No, I'm just kidding. BBC News.
I'll look at the BBC.
All right, BBC, tell us. Okay, so I got MS Now.
All right, give me what they're saying.
Okay, so all right. The first thing that comes up is, this is the headline. Jack Smith is no Robert Mueller.
Okay.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. I don't really, whatever. The next one is Jack Smith defends investigations into Trump. I stand by my decisions as special counsel. Okay. Yeah. And the next one, we'll just do the top 3 or maybe 4. Mark Carney's Davos speech resonated for a reason. Here's what he got wrong. And
Davos, just so our listeners know, there's a global economic summit right now among world leaders, and that's the
one he's talking about.
What's happening?
Okay, and then the Davos 4th one, because we're only going to do 4.
Yep.
Impeaching Trump now would be a mistake.
There you go.
That's the last one.
So keep in mind, who is this?
This is MSNBC. MS Now.
So based on those headlines, obviously we can see they're probably more left-leaning, anti-Trump, because they're the way that they frame things towards clicking things.
Well, I'm just going to be honest. Their like mobile websites kind of trash. It's not very exciting for me. I'd be like, ew, and then whatever.
I'm at BBC.
BBC.
Yeah, British space.
Let's go.
Right? So the first one is Zelensky says, this is in Davos, right? Zelensky says he agreed to a post-war security guarantees with Trump in the Davos meeting. So, but I also saw where he had, like I said, that doesn't apply right now.
Okay.
I won't bring it up.
Stick
It's
to
not
the
here.
game.
It's not on thing.
Stick to it.
And then so here we know what we know about Trump's framework of the future deal over Greenland.
Okay.
The vampire film Sinners. And this is one you probably didn't know, but that would be interesting to you.
Yeah.
Vampire film Sinners breaks the Oscar nominations record.
What?
16 nominations.
That's incredible. I see it. That news. I'm for that news. I'm
for that. And then the last
kind of
one that I'll mention here is ICE detains a 5-year-old and father in Minnesota, lawyers say.
Okay.
There you go. That will spiral. That will spiral you.
I don't read
the Drudge Report
to talk right now. Okay. What
so
do I do with my hands?
Okay, we're gonna do it one more time and then we're wrapping.
Oh, one more time. Yeah, let's do it. Spin it.
So I'm gonna give a Jamie hers.
Please land on life and style. Please land
on
life and
style. We should have put that in there. That would have been a good one. Okay, dispatch.
Okay, dispatch
news.
I like the. Isn't there
dispatch.
an album? Isn't there? Aren't they like a musicians? Dispatch.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Oh, dispatch?
Yeah, dispatch.
Oh, yeah, they are. Yes.
Thank you. How did I know something?
Oh, here we go.
I
got CNN.
Let's go. Okay, wait.
Let's go.
Okay, dispatch news.
I'll go first with mine.
Dispatch. Okay.
So mine says, Zelensky scolds Europe at Davos and says European leaders look lost trying to convince Trump to change.
Okay, this is CNN, remember.
Yep.
CNN. Okay, again.
Trump's posturing over Greenland has changed the transatlantic alliance forever, European officials say.
Keep going. What's the third?
Here we go. Last one. Smith testifies, Jack Smith, right? That you just mentioned from the other news source.
Yep.
Smith testifies that his investigations developed proof beyond a reasonable doubt that President Trump engaged in criminal activity.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
Was that the third or the fourth?
That was like the fourth headline down.
Okay. Good times.
Yep.
Now the dispatch. Okay. So I'm already liking their mobile online. See, it's very important for me. I don't know. It's still kind of boring, but like you got to set it up, people. If you're going to give news, you got to make it
Yeah. I'm actually going to go
decent.
over there just to look over there.
Okay. The dispatch. The first one is, the headline is Understanding Iran's Role in Venezuela.
Nice.
Very interesting. The second one, the G file. The word conservatism needs to actually mean something. Interesting.
Okay.
The third one is Mosul finds its way back from war. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And then the fourth one is Lessons from Nixon on the Use of American Power.
There you go.
Interesting. Fun and interesting. Okay, that one, yeah, there's color, at least color in this.
There's at least color.
And the other one was like not. Okay,
Blank.
so anyway, it's important.
So there you go.
Interesting.
So you can see, like, I think sometimes I think we just look at the headlines. Just by the way that they frame headlines, you can kind of already tell maybe what slant the news sources.
Okay, next time we need to add a different one. I want to tell you, well, life and style. The second one that we need to add is meme news. Because I already saw some about Greenland.
Yeah.
And how like because there was talk about the gold dome or the.
So next week when we record, do you think Greenland's still going to be in the news? Yes or no?
I think maybe it's going to be trickling because there'll be some new things that happen with it.
My guess is a week from now it'll be pretty much phased out. You won't
really?
Think about Venezuela. How long did that stay in the news? That was a huge event. You literally took out a leader that's been in power for over 20 years, and now it's like it isn't even anywhere near like the
Dispatch
beginning.
has it as the first.
Sorry, that's right. Dispatch did have it.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks,
but it is not something.
dispatch.
Yep.
There's some people on there. Okay. So wait,
anyways.
okay. So tell me, I want to just tell you what this one meme was I saw. I'm so sorry. Okay, tell me about Greenland. Okay, he wanted to put like a protective, what was it that was called? He wanted to have
Golden Dome.
The Golden Dome, right?
It's for intercepting missiles and airstrikes.
I know
and stuff. Okay.
For our listeners. Okay, wait. So the meme I saw was that instead, Europe wanted to put, okay, do you guys remember those cookie bins, like the blue ones?
Yeah.
Okay, instead of the gold dome, they just wanted to flip that over, like a large one on top of Denmark. And so,
like a bunt pan?
No. Yeah, like well, essentially take one of those, like the cookie bins.
Correct, yeah.
Turn it over, and instead of the golden dome, just place that over.
There you go, over Greenland.
And so I just thought that was
that's
a
hilarious.
funny meme. Okay, anyway.
Good.
I actually really like those cookies.
Until
all right.
next time.
So until next time, thank y'all for coming. And also, if you want to support us in like a no-cost way or a cost way, hey, reach out for that. You can buy us a cup of coffee, or actually buy us a cup of coffee, and or you can comment, like, subscribe, share. I don't care.
I'm expecting some comments on this.
Please hit us up on comments, and we will definitely answer.
Give us your favorite news source.
Favorite news source, tell us something funny, political. Okay, maybe. And
no, don't do that.
No, don't do that. And do you like those Danish cookies? I would really like to know, because I can eat a whole bin of them.
There you go.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you.
Until next time,
fight me.
Fight me.